straight into the game.
Alright, we good?
Sound is ready? Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, let's do it.
And we're here, we're back.
Let's
Straight
do
into
it,
the
man.
game. But, you know, it's...
Come on, let's gossip a little bit more. Come on, you see the show. You see the show, man. I've been gossiping for the past hour about this show. Oh my god. Jesus. I've been so excited. This is like...
That's David on the mic as well.
Yeah.
And Uncle Jake. We got a guest today. Say your name, say yourself.
My name is...
When the mic comes on, the cameras come on, people is like, my name is... Say your name, cuz.
My name is Femi.
Femi, yeah? Why are you here?
No. It's fire, man. It's like a performance.
Yeah, my name is Femi.
You perform like in front, like obviously you do music, so you perform in front of people. So I don't know what you're excited.
It's a different atmosphere.
It's
like if you're reciting music, it's different to like actually just sitting and chatting. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like doing a podcast.
It's wait, like because you like performing, you expect you can see the people that you're going to be performing to. This like you just see someone setting up equipment and then let's go. It's like
I feel like with performance, you're reading energies and stuff like that. Like you're seeing the energy of the crowd, but here you're under the microscope. You're not seeing it till it's like the end product.
And there's a camera constantly on your face.
Yeah, but like the cameras aren't even.
Oh, the lads, how's your weeks?
I'm great, man. Like this setup, like with the end of the week, like editing.
If Dave is happy with the setup, then when he's editing, he's happy looking at it. If he hates the setup, then his editing is like, I don't know. How you doing, Ditch?
I'm cool, man. You know, similar thing.
This guy.
Bro, I'm just tired, bro. I'm not even gonna lie to you, bro.
I've been noticing we've been spending way too much time with
Show mine, I'm from
Keep talking like this.
this shit.
No, the main thing we do in the podcast on Sunday, I never took into account that we may be hungover.
That's why I said Sunday evening or afternoonish. Like,
If you did morning.
No.
Bro, morning for wait.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Like nobody's doing Sunday morning. Saturday mornings, Sunday mornings.
I wake up early 5 days a week already. You know, I
was like Sundays, probably in the evenings, nobody does anything. So I was like, let's.
Like, trust me, the fact that I would charge you guys to wake me up that early, it's not worth it.
No early start.
What's up with you, man?
Bro, this week, so you're gonna feel like a bit of a young lad because I'm Uncle Jay, I'm old. So this week I called, I was on the phone, I was to do some Zoom call with the life insurance. It's actually funny when you talk to these mans because the way the bluntness to say everything and they just put your life on paper.
Oh yeah.
They just tell you, Jordan, if you die, Simi will get this money amount. Simi, if you die, Jordan will get this. In case of cancer, you get. They're saying all this, but in my mind, I'm like, alright, cool, but I'm getting salty. I'm like, why does she get more money if I die? Why? And then I'm like, who should spend that money with?
Yeah.
So now I'm on a mission to stay alive forever.
I saw something like, what was it? You said something like, so I have to die, and you're spending this money on someone else?
Yeah.
Like, hell, whoa. Let me kick the camera.
I have size.
No, that's cool.
I think it's good, Dave. You can
So balance, is it?
Yeah, it's Sim can have a look in there, how to fix it.
But
Is that the frame, right?
Well, yeah, other than that, Sim just gonna.
I don't have money to pay for shit.
Yeah, okay.
I was just staying there now.
But now, other than that, that was just it because you read. It's like these things you're always growing up. You do one thing at a time, and I always in these moments they always feel like this feels weird. This feels weird.
Well, while you're doing life insurance, is there any things that you're like, I'm not getting that?
They told you that like they wanted there's like 3 packages, and the third one they're like,
that's
Listen, fear God, man. Never rule anything out. That's what they have it all under.
Man, what? Jeez.
I'm saying it's Sunday, so.
Well, the thing is though, those insurance man, like people don't understand. Insurance, their job is to not pay you. That's what I mean. Like let's say you missed a payment and your insurance lapsed 1 day before you got diagnosed with cancer. They'll say we're not paying you.
Yeah.
You could have been with them for 5 years.
They even tell us like if you can't work for 5 years, after a certain amount of time, we'll have to pay for a certain amount of time. We can pay you, but after a certain amount, we can't pay you. But he did tell us like just go back to work for like 6 months and then stop working again. Then they have to pay you again for 5 years. But to be fair, we're saying all these loopholes. That's the mature part of it. How you doing, Femi?
I just realized how young I am.
I'm not the youngest on the podcast anymore.
As soon as I heard. So I was on a Zoom call talking about life insurance. I said, "Yay!" I said, "Oh!"
I hate Jordan so much. I hate Jordan so much.
That's the wife. I'm old, yeah. You thought I'm getting health insurance because
You know what?
I was thinking of
What's funny, yeah.
the girl lost his head.
Jordan has splashes ring more than Simeon's splash her ring.
Yeah.
Jordan, everywhere he goes, he wants to let people know.
What did you say yesterday? We're in the car yesterday, and Simmy's like, yeah, so do you know the way, like, say the girl wants to be extra with her, she wants to take the picture, this guy, he wants to take the boomerang.
He deserves it.
I do deserve it. Baby, they made me do this.
Don't be nice. Don't be nice. That's the podcast. Don't be nice.
Them girls that do boomerang.
Yeah, I know.
Everything is cool.
Like, did you pass me that over?
You're like, oh, so.
Nah, his reaction. That's why they call me Uncle J.
Uncle J.
Yeah. How old are you if you don't mind me asking?
How old do you think that?
I told him.
I forgot, did you tell me?
Yeah, he's 20.
Oh, I was gonna say 18 to 22 range.
Yeah.
That's a range.
That's too high of a range.
No.
Yeah.
No, good?
No, I was just gonna ask him what was your week, what you been up to? You feel old now, but
Everyone, I put humble together.
Yeah. But you just had, I mean, you just had the gig at Grand Social.
Shit, I did.
Yeah, it was fun. What do you mean, oh shit, I did?
Last week.
It was last week, wasn't it? Yeah. 12.
I've lost track.
12, see?
I can't keep track.
I'm trying to tell him the time I did my research for the podcast. 12th of March, yeah, Grand Social. How was that?
The 12th of March?
Yeah, it was 12th of March, yeah.
12th of March?
12th of March.
12th of March.
You mean 12th
that's in the
March?
future.
Like,
Oh, wait.
Oh man.
Wait, that's all fucked up. 12th of March.
You didn't do
Yeah, so 12th of February, yeah. So 12th of February, you were supporting Khaki Kid.
Yeah.
That was that, man. That looked
it was the vibes.
yeah.
wait, so are you like a rapper, singer, or artist?
Yeah, because I listen to your music. So obviously we're listening on the way up, and I was listening to it yesterday. I like how you like experiment with different sounds, because I was trying to I try to gauge what someone's sound is when I listen to them. But then there's songs that like the lullaby, I love you, or whatever, and the one they just released with you.
Yeah.
They're completely different sounds. And I was kind of be like, okay, because maybe you're trying to find your sound yourself. So when I'm listening to it, I'm trying to be like, what's he going for here? And even the good to know song.
Nice to know is...
Nice to know, sorry.
I think it's
good for you as a nice to know. You have two different songs like that. But I was listening to all these songs and I was like, all right, what sound is it trying to go for? And in some of songs I'm like, oh, this sounds very Frank Ocean-esque. And in other songs I'm like, okay, this is sound like, maybe I'm wrong, but this is my interpretation. I'm like, okay, this sounds very Kid Cudi-esque. What do you... What sound do you
I think it's samples day and night. What you mean?
I personally think nice to know some of the hardest stuff you've dropped. I think I think the rock album. I'm gas. Yeah, no, I think that. No, I think nice to know.
You tell me what do you try to do with the
What was your creative process?
Well, I say.
Oh, you know what? Let's start here. Right?
What are you trying?
Every artist I have to ask, right? Because making music is something that I feel like is crazy, and people don't really realize how crazy it actually is.
Yeah.
So like, when you write music, do you write to the beat, or do you write lyrics and then apply them to a beat later on?
There's a beautiful way to explain this, right? I always start with melodies. Every song that I do, just I don't know. It's actually God, I suppose. Just something like that. Yeah. You get a melody.
Yeah.
Like, most of my stuff, if I look through my voice memos, especially. Like some of the but see, even latest goes like to my phone, and then it just builds off.
Because Dave was saying on the way here, you produce
You produce like most of your stuff, right?
So obviously, when you go off the melody, you know exactly what. So that makes the creative process even easier as well.
I think it puts you at a good vantage point because we were talking before on the way here. Like you have Kanye's, you have even like an artist I fuck with heavy is like Sir as well. I remember just seeing he was giving an example of like, oh yeah, if you do your own engineering, you're more aligned to what sort of music you want to do. Yes, you know your sound, so you're at like a vantage point. So
that was
what do you think of that? Because you're a sick producer, like Say this one as much as I have, man. Sorry, stay on the phone. Stay on the phone. Yeah. So for the people on the phone, I am the in-law. I am the in-law.
If you make it,
Yeah. Listen.
I've been gassing to stay on
It's nice to get my sister. Yeah. I mean, let's jump on the podcast. We like to do. We love this. Yeah.
we're not allowed to say on the podcast.
It's been low key for a while. Yeah.
Sorry. I just told me that.
No, we can edit.
I was just saying for me, I'm kind of just her. I was just.
Yeah.
What she watches podcast.
Yeah, you were asking a question about about his producing a creative call.
Yeah. No,
you weren't exactly
So just from like the creative aspect. Yeah, like, do you think you're at an advantage of like, you know, like you said, you can hum in your melodies, you can tie that in, but you know your sound straight away. Like you already know what you're doing. Where some people just get thrown beats.
Yeah,
and it's a bit like then they have to figure it out. Then, you know, in that sense. So
it's, I think, especially money was. Money was, you saved so much money. Like I over the pandemic, I just like, well, got COVID pay. I just had to return my room to the studio because I was like, I don't have money to afford to like go to other people's studios. Like there's obviously people like, you know, like Simba and all. I was like, I was like 18. I was like, I don't have money to be going to studios like that. So I was like, we'll just make my own. And also, I used to be in a band before, so that's what we used to do, have like a microphone in the room and shit. And then would go to my mate's house. But when COVID hit, his parents were paro. They were like, nobody's allowed in the house anymore. So it's like, well, I can't record anywhere. So I was like, shit, what am I gonna do? I was like, let me just make it. I was like, I just do it myself, like. And then so from that's it. And then from that, I just built my own studio. Then I just started learning how to mix and stuff. Because I used to send my stuff out to get mixed and or ask people for beats and shit, but. Well, I got back out. I just didn't like it. I was like, that's what I want. So I was like, let me just start doing it myself.
But I rate that too because like it is about being proactive, like in a situation like COVID, because COVID killed a lot of momentum. Like we were talking, like I was watching Halfcast and they had a girl on the podcast, and it's a bit like they were like, oh, why did you stop doing the like you're so natural like speaking on a podcast right now? And she was like, oh yeah, well COVID just killed momentum for me. And fair enough, Paul was like, oh yeah, like you're making excuses, you're making this and that, but like COVID can cause a lot of constraints. Like we can't just do this right here, right now. You can't just link up with your band member and do stuff like that. So yeah, I think that's
like with COVID and you're talking about that, did they make you? Obviously, you decided to build your own studio, so you're proactive in that sense. But just in terms of like creativity and writing, making beats, because you're stuck in your house and we aren't going much. Did you find that easier or harder during COVID to be like, okay, now it's kind of like it's a go? Because sometimes as creatives, when you're in your house, you're not really living life to write about or to think about. How did you find that from creative aspect?
Looking back on it, best time of my life.
That's mad to say.
Best time of my life. I was stuck in my room, depressed as fuck, and I was able to make the best songs ever. But during the time it was hell. I couldn't see my friends. I couldn't see anybody. Like you were scared to go out because thinking of catch COVID, or remember the restrictions, 5 kilometers. You're like, I had to film a music video. What's it called, bro? Went out every corner. Guy would come up to you, Guy would come up to you, ask you stupid questions, be like, where you going? Like you were always on edge 24/7, and then like. You couldn't go parties. There was no clubs to play the music that you're making, or hear all the new songs. Like no concerts, no nothing. Like you were just stuck in, and it was really good because it forced you to just be different. And like it's either like it's kind of one of the things you either let it like suck you up or you use it to fuel yourself.
That's kind of why I asked, because obviously it could go the other way. It could kill someone's momentum and creativity completely. Whereas like, you're like, look, I feel depressed and I feel this way. Well, I'm just gonna use it now. This fuel that's for content, and I'm gonna write and I'm gonna do all of that. And the other thing then is like, your latest song, you got help writing that. What I was told. As a creative as well, because there's 3 of us here, and we all have different ideas of what we want to do with the pod and how we want to look. Was it frustrating, or was it different? Like, how was the experience then sitting down and writing a song with someone else? Did they align with your vision as well?
100%. I wrote with Alicia. Because I needed to get a song done ASAP. Like,
why ASAP? What was the rush?
I think got some distribution thing, and they were like, oh, we need a song from you. Like they just. Like dead ass, just go. We need something for you, like quick. So I was that was a rush song, like probably in a day. Gone.
Oh wow!
I had the beat produced because I was like, I like this beat. and then what's called had like mix, master, producer on the same day, and I was just like, I'm stuck for a second verse. That's what I literally just I sent it over to Alicia, and Alicia just goes like,
Alicia can just whip up a verse and
she's an artist too.
That's so crazy. That's just, you know what? I heard this beat and this one.
Yeah.
The most bullshit thing that artists always say to me, the beat just tells me, bro, I heard the same beat, this ain't nothing to me. Why do it don't make sense, like.
But between you two, like for real, like between you and Alicia, even Alicia, like I always tell her, like, oh, this girl needs to drop music, man.
Jesus,
she needs to drop music,
she has
for the love of God, because like she can, like it's always just been like that in my house. Like I have my own respect at being creative,
the excitement that you felt seeing this set up, I could tell your creative brain it was going.
I think we've inherently,
like, nice.
I think we've inherently got it off our dad, like even just like I want to get into that like filming later, like discussing filming and stuff like that. But we can get into that later. But yeah, it just is mad because I've always seen that like build up with Alicia, like where she's the creative one. It's like she just pick up a pencil and just fucking draw like a cat or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or she'll just write something. It's like, alright, like they'll tell her like, alright, Alicia, you've got to write something in
like she wrote like
30 minutes. Just write it.
That verse. And go back to me in 20 minutes.
The minute you saw it, you like obviously because it's like I know you're under pressure to write a song, so maybe you don't have as much time to be analyzed or critical about it. But the minute you saw, you were like, bet that's the verse.
Like, I was like,
how did you feel?
She sent it back to me. He goes, it's okay, I guess. I hope you like it. I was like, I'll punch you. I was like,
it's like, bro, you're good. Like,
no. I was like, do you not know you're.
This is what we're saying. The joint doesn't see that's Alicia to me.
Yeah.
I don't care what anybody says. That's Alicia to me. Like Alicia just goes, this is shit.
It's shit.
Be hard herself. It's fucking.
I was like, do you not understand what you just did? Like that's what I was like. Do you not understand? Like,
but between you two, man, you are just like the sky's the limit for you guys, man. Even the whole it's like the collective you have, like Brick Nasty, like stuff like that, like Tacky. That guy is good as well. Like, you know what I mean?
They're talented.
So okay, on Didge.
You were talking about like it's hard to like get your music out there when COVID was about and everything. And I got, like, funny enough, actually I've written down here. How do you mind discovering new music?
TikTok.
Big
A large part of
it, like it has to be a lot for me anyways. It's artists that I already listened to through features. Like Lil Baby, I've heard of him until he did Hurricane and Pride is the Devil with like Kanye and Cole. Then I'm like, oh, Lil Baby's that guy. Now Lil Baby's gonna put me on other guys. You know, it trickles for me anyways. Because sometimes I listen to a TikTok song I've never. Personally, I've never gone to look for it myself, but if I hear that same artist, because like I said, I have a guy at work, my guy Sam's always telling me Lil Baby, 3 years. I was like, yeah, okay, cool. Until Cole and Kanye put him on the song, then I was like, I might listen to this.
It's like word of mouth. Like,
exactly.
Large part, it's word of mouth.
Jack Harlow, I heard the Lil Wayne's verse on What's Poppin', the remix, and I was like, now I go, like that's how I found discovering new music.
That's crazy. You've been on Jack Harlow,
and you know what? I've gone to Jack Harlow. That's what I'm saying. Sometimes you just fall into an artist. It's real weird. So like 2.5 years ago, there used to be this little mixed race girl that did dancing, like this little toddler that did dancing. Remember, she was like popping. Her name was like Zazie or something like that. So her dad is like Jack Harlow's manager. So I remember it literally I went onto her page, look at the little light skinned girl dancing. Like, I was literally there, dancing. Saw her dad, I was like, right, that's her dad. Like maybe he like pushes her account or whatever. Literally clicked into his. I was like, right, he has an artist, Jack Harlow.
Boom.
I saw he did a song Drip Drop with Soy, and I was just literally like, this kid is nice. But this is like a few years ago where he's still, because like he's evolved, you know what I mean? So it's mad the way you just fall into an artist. I'm like, he might pop, you know, like, because he's getting managed by DJ Drama and stuff like that. So I'm like, you put stocks in a little bit. So it's just a bit mad. But I'm just not with music as much, maybe the older I get. So that was a weird one where I just spotted it and I was a bit like.
How do you discover your artists?
Either someone's talking about them on a podcast, someone tells me to listen to them, or sometimes, you know what I do sometimes? Dottie on Apple Music, she has a radio show. So technically radio, but she has a radio show and she might go New Music Fridays or whatever. And I just listen. Like sometimes I just throw it on when I'm in the gym, listen, and I'll just be adding shit to my playlist. Also, if I'm out and I'm hearing something, I was like, oh shit, that sounds kind of cool, you know?
That's it.
That too.
Know your lifestyle sports and like shit.
That's it. I want to ask you, obviously, Femi, Yoruba.
Yes, sir.
at home, do you feel like your creativity was suppressed or encouraged? Because coming from African kids and encouraged.
Definitely.
Your parents were supportive of like you trying to make music or like your guidance. Yeah, that's cool to hear. Because I was saying it to Dave on the way up. I was like, because of the landscape of creators in Ireland, it's like probably the best it's been. And my thinking was like when I first came, because my Uncle Jay was a bit older. We just pushed towards like school, the creative outlets, and I was like saying maybe the kids that are younger than us. I've seen them use like you're saying you would use Simba Studios, or you would build your own studio in your room. Whereas Deja can attest to this, we never really had all these outlets exist to us when we were younger. So it's kind of cool to see that like as generations have fallen down, that
it's cool to see where the Irish scenes are. And like I was just thinking of just how the Irish scenes developed. And I know me and Dad were talking before the podcast, like it's probably worth talking about like Jamal Edwards. I just thought of the infancy of like the Irish scene, and I just looked at the parallels of it between that and like England. Just like I think it's worth paying respect on a podcast to Jamal Edwards. You know, like founder.
That's crazy.
SBTV man, he was the pioneer. He was the blueprint, bro. Like we don't have Ed Sheeran with him. We don't have Dave. Like name your biggest artists, favorite artists. Like we don't have them. We have that. We don't have Miss. We don't have these guys. Like I was just thinking, like it's just mad the way you can just make something happen just by filming stuff. Like that's it. You just film stuff, and it's even just doing the vlogging. Like we were saying, like the vlogging felt a bit unnatural for a minute. Like sometimes filming it was like it's mad the way you film and put it together, and it just like it makes sense. You know what I mean? But it has to start from somewhere. People have to film stuff. I was just thinking, like just how crucial it is just to film everything. Like we see Cudi with Kanye and stuff like that, and he's filming stuff here. Like you're actually,
of course, Kanye's my favorite artist.
Kanye's my guy. Like, bro, you're just filming stuff on. Dude's just filming stuff on vibes, and it's like he's filming stuff on vibes, and it doesn't make sense at the time, and it just begins to start.
Exactly, that's what we were saying last week. It's like delusional until it makes sense. That like,
but somebody has to do it. Like,
whatever you do 10 years from now, it might not make sense. But then 10 years later, people are like looking at Jamal Edwards and they're like, look what he did for the scene. But at its infancy, you know he had detractors. You know he had people that be like, what are you doing this for? Until you prove to people, it's like, look, this is.
But just the fact he said, like once upon a time, Jamal Edwards just said, the scene isn't getting pushed hard enough. Let me just film a fucking guy outside his flat balcony freestyling. Like he's trying to get these guys. He's trying to get like Don Strapsy. He's trying to get. I remember Don Strapsy posted something. He's like, camera gone, is it?
No, it's fine. I think it moved a bit earlier. Yeah.
No, it's not recording.
It's not.
No.
Oh.
Okay, keep going, man. What's this?
It wasn't recording at all.
No.
Was it not?
It is. You were saying Don Strapsy.
Yeah. All right. So Don Strapsy didn't even like want to do this freestyle, like, do you know what I mean? And Jamal had to convince him like to do the freestyle. So it's just mad that he had to set up the scene, like convince these rappers to do freestyles, like in the ends when it wasn't a thing to showcase your talent or showcase like just the way he empowered the culture and stuff like that. So like, I just think it was sick. Like I think it's crucial.
So are you man ready to go to war? Yeah, when they call us up, you guys ready? Yeah.
Are we jumping straight to what? Is this what we're doing?
More questions.
Do you know what? No, because because I'm not going. I've seen how they're treating black people there, and
yeah, bro, they keep telling me to go back to my own country.
I was like, look, listen.
Racism during war, that's when you know it's just...
It's peak,
bro.
Fam.
That's what I was like.
It's like during war where we're supposed to be like, look, we're trying to save each other and you're still saying black people stand at the back.
Yeah.
I don't even want to go on this rant.
I went on this rant and these niggas cut it out. I went on this rant and this guy cut it out.
I'm not trying to get in a politics.
Like on the real, I tweeted this, but it's actually very frustrating to see that even in time of distress, we're still being treated like that. You're looking at people that look like you and come from the same. It's hard not to look at that, like to play safe and black. I'm not going to talk about it, but it's hard not to look at that and feel away and be like, why is it in every part of the world or whatever, in most parts of the world, we're still perceived this way? And it's frustrating because we're trying to, like you're saying, there's generations after us and they're coming, and it's like, is this just going to be, they're going to look at the same world that I'm looking at and feel like they're lesser or they're made feel like they're lesser. So that's
the thing is with the whole war thing, you know, like I said it last time, there's a lot of marketing and propaganda involved in this sort of thing.
Yeah.
And you just see it repeat time and time again. We heard Hitler say, we need to value the people with blonde hair and blue eyes.
Yeah,
we heard a fucking Ukrainian politics say the same thing the other day.
He said
all that's ever marketed is the well-being of people with blonde hair and blue eyes. It's like we've always been viewed as the minority or some shit. Like it's just fucking doesn't make any sense.
And I think that's like mainly the frustrating part.
If we're going to war, what's your song that's gonna hype you up to kill a couple man?
This guy, man.
Nah, genuinely, if you're on the way, you're on the way, you know, you got your little strap, sitting there in the van, seeing next one.
Sorry,
I'm not manifesting this. I'm not manifesting this. Nah.
What are you gonna play?
Many men.
Many. Meek Mill.
What, Dreams and Nightmares?
Yeah.
So to gas you.
Hold on, wait a minute. Y'all thought that was
We're dying first day. We're acting like we won't die the first day, man. Come on.
Bro, you acting like I'll be out there in the first place, bro. I won't fly to Nigeria tomorrow.
It won't make any difference.
They're not drafting, bro. It's impossible to draft me. Too many people have told me that I should go back to my own country. That I'm not Irish. Irish is for the Ireland is for the Irish. I'm not Irish. Let me go. Like you might can fight.
What if? It's all good. Yeah. What if Nigel then was saying, "Let's go, DG. I want you to go fight for your country. You two guys for your country.
What, to go fight for Nigeria?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's peak still.
Were you born here?
I was born here.
Yeah, it's don't even you run for, but you have to go defend your country.
Fight for Nigeria?
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah, people.
Bro,
You're tweeting hashtag Ensar.
Bro, yeah, Ensar is. I'm not the one who's ended.
Ensar's been ended.
It's been ended.
Phony.
So you don't want to do 403.
No,
Listen, I'm right now for my country, but I'm not right now for my country that much.
You know what?
I don't think I take a bullet like so.
You know what? Yeah. So like all of these like Putin and these man, like they're all sending out regular people to work. Why can't they just link up and scrap and then whoever wins, that's it?
In an ideal world.
In an ideal world. This is the UFC. This is not the UFC where you're saying sign contract. We go in a cage and we fight.
I was thinking, who has presidents that can fight? Because if we send Buhari out to a fucking thing, what's he gonna do?
Nobody has presidents that can fight. That's what the president
can.
That's what I do.
Can't fight. I bet you Putin has like small man complex. Bet you he's a pussy really. He's a pussy with power.
Is it man like an X-Spy or something?
I don't know. He's 5'7". He's 5'7". He's 5'7". No, is that X-Spy?
Yeah, but listen,
guys actually looking up if Putin's gonna.
Yeah.
Praise to Ukraine though. Like that's what I'm saying. Like we wouldn't. I don't think we'd ride out for our country as much as some of them guys have. Like.
I think it's a thing of no choice at some stage.
No, like they're not letting the men leave. Like, bro, you know when women have been saying, "Oh, you men go to war." It's time.
To lose this situation.
Isn't it funny that like World War III is literally happening and we're here asking Femi, so what's your creative process?
Because I hasn't gotten to us yet, bro. We're the neutral country. Come on.
We're not neutral anymore.
They said Ireland said they're gonna get what they deserve. What Ireland? They said Russia are gonna get.
It's not of me, home guys.
Shut up, man.
What are you talking? What are you talking?
No, the one time we're over there. The one time we don't want you to speak, you speak.
That's why I'm convinced we're a neutral country in the first two wars. They just didn't know we were out there. Oh, that little place beside England.
A lot of people some of them just think we're part of Great Britain. Bro. Yeah. Just attack London and think we felt there. So,
actually hiding behind London.
But what's even mad though? In fact, you can see all of this on TikTok. Kids are exposed to this.
It's actually good you brought that up.
That's actually a good point.
I mean,
but that's what the internet is there for. Like
that's what I mean. That's the scary part. I'll be watching, swiping, a live stream. All you hear is the alarms going off and shit. And I'm like, bro, my little sister come out there. Like all these little kids are just on this app just to see like toys and shit. Mm-hmm. Well,
it's weird. There's too much accessibility to it. Like there's way too. My mom got sent like something off one of the African aunties. Like and there's not this, bro. There's something about the Zambian aunties.
Oh my god,
they're desensitized from everything. They don't care. So she's sending me like a car just getting fucking flattened by a Russian tank.
Sorry.
Bro, but when you see this, you think it's like comic, but when you see it, bro, it's fucked.
But it's crazy. Like you see that shit nowadays. Like I remember, was it in Australia and New Zealand when the guy goes into the mosque and he starts killing people or whatever, and it's just like
live streamed,
bro. It just looks like niggas play Call of Duty and that's real.
That's real life. life.
You just get so. I was just watching TikTok of a Ukrainian girl explaining why she can't leave because the traffic is so backed up that you'll spend days. I'm like, why am I? This is just the norm. Like you're watching, it's like she's living in like war.
Yeah,
and I'm
that's
just
what
here
social
saying,
media is, don't
I'm
you
like,
think?
oh, mad. Next TikTok, someone is working. Someone is working. And you're like, what?
That's literally it.
What's good? I'm not gonna lie to you. Those aunties, those African aunties and uncles on WhatsApp, yeah, the shit that they be sending is free. Like, bro, you
My parents
still.
have cooled down. I actually kind of.
My mom knows not to send me that nonsense.
don't send me that.
They send the maddest shit. Like they will be sending the maddest shit.
knows my mom. My mom called me over.
Out, everything.
Yeah,
She'd be like, come look over, come look at this. Look what Auntie said. Yeah, I'm like, no, I don't want to see that.
But I'm so glad that they stopped sending me. Oh, send this to 10 people on your WhatsApp. You're gonna have to start paying for it, bro. You sent this message 10 times in the last year. You haven't paid. Leave me alone.
When I was young and they said you'll be single for 7 years, I sent them one quick. Do you know the MSN days?
Oh, don't get me started.
When they said like,
Don't get me started.
if you don't send this, you'll be single for 7 years. I'm like, I don't want to be single for 7 years.
What's good?
Flex the ring. Fuck you niggas.
That's the result of sending those.
Boy, did you not see the this actress Annalyn McCord? She tried doing a poem to Putin.
That's almost as bad as Madonna's son dancing.
Made me cringe. Sorry, fuck out.
That's why I hate celebrities. Celebrities, when like big matters, things like this happen, they think.
Sometimes just shut off. Like that's it.
I'm gonna put a beat behind that. Yeah, she's spit. Ooh, she's snapping.
Well, no, listen,
bro.
I gotta pause it. Like, what was the end game with that poem?
That's what
Someone said the Americans have main character syndrome.
All of
They
them.
just feel like they have to be on the forefront of these things. They feel like they just have to, because I don't know what. The thing about sometimes these actors and people in Hollywood, yeah, my perception is like they want to appear righteous on the right, like, oh, I would have loved you, because they feel probably open opportunities for them. It's like, oh, look at this person, she's such a good person. She thinks the world would view
she's
her as
looking at
like,
it from another
she's so
aspect.
noble,
Yeah.
like that's why she's talking. That's why she feels like the world would view her.
Virtuous signaling.
That's the word I was looking for.
But listen, man, a guy called Michael Caine in Batman who played a butler told me some guys just want chaos. Why are we trying to do like a deep dive into why Putin? Why are we looking at conditioning like we did with Hitler? Some guys just want chaos.
That's what I mean.
as simple as that. He wants war.
Like,
we've seen this guy Putin.
Even when she goes like, "If I was your mother," well, I was thinking, you never know. He could have come out worse. Like
That's what I'm saying.
But that's the thing. It's her trying to front that, like, if I was your mother, life would have been, because she thinks now the world will look at her some heroic, or if somewhere in her brain, it's like she thinks someone's looking at her, like, oh, look at this woman. She's so heroic. She would have covered him with love. And you're just watching this, and you're like,
Just need to shut up.
90% of the people are watching this like, shut the fuck up.
But she sat there and wrote that poem. Was she like? Nah,
She's like,
like,
That's like how we think. I was like, so wait, you recorded it, watched it, then said, this is a good idea. I'm gonna post it.
Was it in black and white? Huh? Was it in black and white?
No, it wasn't in black and white. That was the one before. The black and white was when
the actors. I take accountability. I was like, I hate pretentious.
No, it's worse. She's literally sitting there, and you can just see her little LA complex in the background, and she's like,
I was like, you're a privileged guy. I was like, shut up. Like, I hate pretentious people like that.
Yeah,
I was like, they're trying to put someone out. No, like,
but because it's attached to like their livelihood. So because like we're saying, the idea of like Hollywood, they want to appear a certain way, so people will see them a certain way, that they can get more eyeballs off them, which will give them opportunities. I have to think those things, those videos, whatever, more selfish than anything. You're not really doing anything for the people.
You're not doing anything.
You just think you're doing things for yourself. So
I think it's an out of touchness, but I don't get like how out of touch you can be. Like, there's a war going on. Nobody wants to hear fucking slam poetry. Like, nobody cares for that right now. So,
but there was parts that I was watching, I was like, it's kind of a bar, you know.
Next single.
if I was your mother, I'd hug you, I'd keep you warm, and all. Like, bro, this guy's a fucking bomb sheet. Bro. Some guys just want chaos. They don't want hooks, fam. Please. Well, yeah, man.
What's the last thing that upset you guys?
Last thing that
upset me?
Yeah.
What's the last thing that upset you? I actually don't know.
Oh, no, I'm happy right now.
Yeah. So
This guy will start war and he'll
it's hard to
upset,
think what like last thing that upset me.
So no one has anything that was that's upset them that I can't remember.
Not recently. Nah, it's been
Look at all this toxic masculinity. I'm not gonna upset.
Life, I was actually thinking about it. Life has been very comfy, and I was starting to feel imposter syndrome because of it. I was all of a sudden I was thinking like how life's been for the last year or so. Then I started to think it's like maybe I don't deserve this. Maybe it's even though I feel like it's a reward for my hard work.
It's like imposter syndrome.
At the same time, then I'm like, why am I getting all these? Like Dave knows about the new job I'm getting and the increase in salary I'm getting, and like you're saying, I'm in the process of buying a house, and I'm just looking at it like I'm even waiting for something to go wrong, and sometimes I'm like, I feel like I'm self-sabotaging because I'm feeling in myself. I'm like, life shouldn't be this good right now, and that probably is the answer to your question. I just haven't been upset. Things have been cushy and well at the minute.
You know what's upsetting me? The price of the roll is going up.
Oh Jesus!
Price of petrol.
The price of petrol. The price of the roll.
That's what it is.
What the fuck?
Like, I was in my head. I was like, price of roll.
Price of roll. You guys price of petrol. No, but this guy tweets every day. He's like, "Why the fuck is this roll £5?"
No. Taco sauce, tomato. That's it.
On
a wrap.
£5.
You man eat tomatoes. You man are weird, bro.
Tomatoes
like
dead. Tomatoes beautiful.
We're talking about food.
What would you get a roll? Before you stay.
Coleslaw, sweet corn, taco sauce.
Coleslaw, you're a terrorist.
Bro, I am.
Sweet coleslaw is sweet.
I love sweet corn, bro. Sweet corn slaps.
Yeah, sweet corn.
Sweet corn is
Yeah,
I thought
coleslaw.
you said okay, sweet chili. Sorry.
On a roll.
Yeah.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Yeah, I'm good.
Are you sure?
Brother, this guy has taco sauce and tomatoes, and that's it. What? That's it.
And cheese as well.
Bro,
That's
man.
flour.
That's enough to you for like.
Honestly, actually, now that you said the price of petrol, like the price of diesel, like actually I looked at it and I was like, the fuck is happening right now?
I bought 60 euro. This guy's gonna feel young again. I bought 60 euro petrol today. I got 30 liters. 2 for 1.
In the last 24 hours, I've spent 40 euros on diesel, and I'm still gonna have to buy more when I leave this place.
God,
like it doesn't make sense. But back to this roll thing.
Yeah, please run back this roll thing. Yeah.
Anybody that doesn't live in Ireland, you don't know what a chicken fillet roll is. It's long for you.
Yeah.
But yeah, so tomatoes, and that's it. Tomatoes.
No. I usually get wraps.
No, the wrap is the way.
Wraps. That's what I'm saying. Wraps.
Right. Toasted.
No.
Jalapenos.
Never mind.
No.
Yeah. Nice wrap.
Uh-huh.
Taco sauce. Cheese.
Okay.
Slice of tomato.
Okay.
Spicy chicken.
All right.
Slap it. €5.
I remember the days used to be 350.
250 to 350.
Bro.
And I saw we still told like back in primary school, niggas still steal the rolls.
You could finesse a meal deal back in the day.
Because I remember the guy was really old in the petrol station, but said, "Oh, the rolls are crazy though." And what they would do is they ask for chicken fillet. No, what was they again? Ask for a crisp roll.
Yeah.
Or someone take the sticker off and slap it. I don't know. I can't remember how they use it, but niggas used to just joke.
No, wait.
They used to just joke.
Everybody here has had that thing. Has had your stealing phase, right?
Oh, everybody did.
Yeah. Wait, what's
value?
Bro, mine is Dunn Stores. Dunn Stores, me and like, so the Dunn Stores.
Wait, you get back?
What?
Did you get back?
We didn't get caught. What?
Oh, shit.
You got bugs?
Yeah. Bro, I got back.
You definitely got back.
I got back. That's so bad.
Brother, be a very criminal, brother.
I mean, like,
The belt came out?
bro, name it. It came out. Like, bro, shaved head. Yeah, like that's
Be a better criminal. But what's called in Navan, in Navan, so the Dunn Stores has two entrances, right? So the Dunn Stores has two entrances, yeah. So we used to go in and the deli's on one side, like literally it was 5-6 of us. We'd always run down there, like the person at deli knew us by face and everything. We'd go down there, get our rolls, whatever, and just walk out the other exit. Or you get like a little 40-cent bar and you pay for that and you just walk out the exit. And then like we used to have craziest thing. One of the boys, his mom works there, and he used to steal from there all the time. Bro, even another one of my boys used to Tesco. Tesco has seen us, bro.
Self-checkout.
At what stage did you just say, I'm not doing this again?
I almost got caught one day.
The fear got put into.
No, when you got caught stealing in dumb places, I remember there was a rumor of some guy Balbriggan got caught stealing in pennies, and everybody was just like, "Why the fuck is this guy stealing in pennies?"
I was with one of the boys when he got caught stealing in pennies. It was so long, like, but yeah, nah, everyone had that stealing face.
How'd you get that?
My neighbor, like we grew up together, so he's my best friend. He has a kid now.
Alright.
Sorry, Phil.
He's old as well, is it?
No, he's only 20.
Alright.
Yeah, he's 20. He's going 20.
Real soon, man.
You're trying to get kids soon as well?
No.
I'm trying to. I took him out of his. No, sorry, bro.
Bastard.
I was only busting your balls.
So that's when usually we used to jog and there was a supervisor beside my golf and Raheen. I live in Raheen. Right. And there was a supervisor there. We usually go to that one. Always joked, and then we sold the bars in school. So we hustling.
As you do.
Just hustling. Like. So this time when I break, it was gonna. This is where we're gonna make big money that day. Like because there's It was Thursday. It was a movie day. What's it called? Yeah, after the break. After the break, it was gonna be a movie. So we're like, let's get bars and shit. Let's get snacks so we can sell them and get more money. So this time we went to a different supervisor. We didn't stick to the same one.
Gotta stick to the plan, my boy.
Yeah, so gotta stick to the plan, my boy. I wish.
Still familiar with. That's
I was great. That's when I got greedy.
He says we're leveling up. I hear it though, because if something's just too easy, it's like, I've done this, I can do it anytime.
Yeah.
Let's see what we can. Let's see if we go next level.
So oh my God, that's why he's white.
Why is that not understood?
That's where we went.
That's where it is. Don't worry.
Okay, alright, okay.
So that's when we on to the chef. We have our bags. Obviously, we're in our school uniform as well. All right, come. We look around. Cool. We obviously picked something to buy. We buy something really cheap. He got a roll, and then we started just joking by us. Just kept going. We buy things like calm, easy, cool. Walk out. 2 lads with the bars. Come back. We could have easily ran.
Why did you come back?
We're in a uniform. I'm the only black person in my year.
Oh, okay.
That's how I
makes sense.
Just describe it.
They gonna catch me.
Saying he's black.
Yeah.
The principal was like, there's 4 of them in the school. Which one do you think?
But yeah, though, you're put in a position where I could be bad now and just keep running.
I could keep. Yeah, I was like, I could, but I was like, we looked at each other. We're like,
is it worth it?
No, Well, so we went back in. They took us to the office, and I think they calculated how much it was. I can't remember the price. And then they go, "Okay, we're gonna give you a choice. Or to call the guys or call your parents." He obviously said he'll call me. He said he'll call us back. He'll call my mom. I said,
"Bro, you know that was like, you know what? Let me take the police. Give me the police."
I was thinking, I was calculating in my head so bad. I was like, God, the guys wouldn't be that bad. Like,
so what happens if I get the tailor just sit in the office?
Like, can I was like, so shit. And then yesterday I was like, I'll call my mom. So I gave my mom's old number. I still remember it now. They go, it's not working. You gave us a fake number. I go, no, try again. I had to do everything that I could do, but not to call my mom. So I just gave her a number. And I shit you know, see where Dave is. The guy's on the phone. I can hear my mom shouting.
Oh my God!
I can hear my mom shouting to the phone already. And I said, blood of Jesus. I said, I'm finished.
You should have just gone, bro.
I've had to pick up my little sister. She was nabbing with her friend in Tesco, and the guards were there. So obviously they must have given her the same options. Then the guards were there, and then she did everything not to call my mom as well. She did everything. So she didn't even call me. She called Simi. And I was obviously with Simi. Then we pull up to the guard station. They pull me into a room, and they're like telling me they're making her sign documents. They're making me sign documents. Blah blah blah. Yeah.
How old was she?
She was 12 at the time.
That's what I'm saying. When it comes to stealing, like as a kid, like the guy they take it way too, especially as black bro. They take it way too far. Sometimes it's just like, just deep. It's just a little kid trying to.
That's what the guy in the group chat said. the group said like a slap on the wrist, said don't do it again, would have been grand. But then we were down like signing, and I was signing documents.
That's trauma, bro.
Yeah, and I was pissed after. I was in the car, and I was pissed, but I was like, look.
Pissed at her? Or?
I was pissed at her. Because you got caught stealing in. I just can't be like, let's just move on or whatever. So I was like, look, if blah, blah, blah. I did the big brother thing. Calm. I said, I'm not going to tell mom and dad, but you get one chance from me. I said, next time, call your parents. Don't call me.
Do they not watch this podcast?
My sister or my parents?
Parents.
Oh, no, I'm getting there.
Oh, because I was like, he's a bait.
Then I was like, it's calm. We'll move on. We allowed it. 3 months later, a letter came home.
Ain't no way.
Nah.
And my parents opened it and they saw it.
Ain't no way.
So after all of that protection I did, then my mom is texting me, is like, where did I go wrong? Why is she stealing?
that was it.
Why are they so dramatic? Jesus Christ.
And I'm like, well, it was like her friend that nabbed something. Like, so they told me because her friend was there, picked both of them up. So like her friend nabbed something and she was with her by association, innit? So both of them. So I try to do the big bro thing because I was like, I would have had love to have someone that gave me at least one chance. So like I fucked up once, I'm not going to do it again. Try to cover for the sis.
Nowadays the kids, you gotta learn, they've got to learn the hard way. They got to learn the hard way. You can try mollycoddle it, like.
Speaking of the same sis, she went missing this weekend. That's this week.
Yeah.
This week.
What?
The same. She was on RT. The same sis was on RT. So it's like, she came home late. She was on midterm. She came home late. They pulled her up. They're like, when you used to come home late, they'll take your PlayStation, they'll take a gadget off you. Normal, innit? So she came home late. My mom's like, you're taking the piss. Like, you're taking the piss. You'll come late. You tell me you're back at this time. Say, for example, you tell me you're back at 8 p.m., you're back at 9 p.m. This not on. Give me your phone. So obviously she took her phone, which is standard. They would have taken my PlayStation. They would have taken something. Then she went upstairs, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, wrote A4 letter. She left it there. Then my parents went to bed and it was like midnight. They were looking for her. Then they go and they saw the letter. The letter is the most dramatic teenage letter you will ever read.
Don't understand me, I'm gone. You took my phone, you don't being abused.
I'm gonna read extracts from it. Like, some of it, I just read it. I was like, this is the most dramatic thing I've said. It said, you should love your family. He's like, it's all my fault and I can't keep living under your roof with all the guilt. I don't want you guys to worry about me because I'm fine. I'm only gone for a day, but you're right. I'm not the princess that you think.
Bro, what's so dramatic?
So obviously midnight or whatever. So like obviously I'm not at home. I was with the missus or staying over there in Navan. So then obviously I wake up the next day for work. I see messages like, oh, your sister's missing, etc., etc. I was like, nah. I left the room then. I was like, okay. I left the room because I didn't want to make the call. I know my wife, she's a worrier, so I was like, I didn't want to worry her. I got to the car, I called my parents 6:30 in the morning before I go to work. I'm like, yo, what's the story? Like, is she home? They say, nah. I was like, calm. I'll go to work. I was like, because she might come home at 9 a.m. Like first thing in the morning.
She'll get hungry, man.
Yeah, literally that was my thinking. I was like, she'll need food. She'll come home.
Bro, you're 12. You need food. You don't have a phone.
Yeah, she didn't have a phone because my parents took it. So I was like, she'll come home. 9 a.m. No word. 10 a.m. No word. 11. Now I'm getting worried. So I deep from work and I'm pissed because obviously my brother is friends with like one of my brother's friends' sisters in the school. So I'm driving home pissed and I get a text message like, look, they've heard from her. She's fine. I get home, I see this girl. Do you know what the thing is, Femi? If that was me and I was walking, they would have greeted me with slap.
No.
Yeah, you're the oldest. You're the oldest.
Bro, they were hugging this girl crying.
No, you had to, you
The game's changed, man. The game's gone soft.
This is me. I saw her. Yeah, I swear to God, I wanted to jab her. I swear to God, I wanted to help her. But I was like, everybody was texting. They were texting Simi. They were like, yo, tell Jordan to calm down. You don't want Jordan to be angry. Now she doesn't want to look me in the face because if I start talking that day, I would have slapped her. But it was just the difference in parenting because. Like, I didn't see it, but they were telling me, even my father was like in tears just hugging her. I was like, this is crazy.
Yeah. But you know
I would have been beating me, and all the aunties would have been saying, it's okay.
My parents are soft now.
My parents are so soft. I was like, what's going on?
I'll tell you,
bro.
You have siblings?
Bro, I have a...
let me not cuss out Femi's girlfriend right now. The game has gone soft, man. Listen, as the oldest, we just get the hardest. But that's funny you say that because I was just thinking, man, running away as a 12-year-old just is not sustainable. Did everybody happens in the movies and Stand By Me, fam?
Everybody have a runaway spot.
Huh? Mine was around my corner, and then I gave up. I was in my pajamas and everything. I'm like, this is fucking stupid, man.
There's this tree that I loved climbing in when I was in it. It's around the corner of my house. I remember one day, mom pissed me off. I remember I was in tears. I was packing my bags. I was like, I'm going to stay in the tree. I was okay, I could climb to the top and I could bring some sandwiches. Nah, you look dumb as hell. Nah, thinking of it, I was like, nah, I would love to see 12-year-old me and just slap myself.
No, I said my parents sat out the window. Like,
Nah, it's either you run away or you're threatened to call like child protective services or something.
Oh, no, I could never.
Mom was like, I'll give you the phone. Do you want to call them?
Nah, so by the time you call them and they get here, do you know how much I'll beat you? That's what they said to me. I was like, I can't call these people.
Yeah. Actually, I did used to have a spot. So we're on the coast in Balbriggan. So we used to have a place called the Bower, where it's like where the waves used to come in.
Okay. I'm picturing it.
It's like a most light skin on the pod.
You saw the waves coming in. It goes like in a 2000 R&B music video or some shit.
Probably had long hair as well. Left out the long hair.
Oh man, this is my light skin runaway spot. Yeah, so the waves used to hit there. So I used to like, no, it's alright. I used to just sit there and like write stuff on my notepad. As the waves hit, good. Like the waves came in, man. Oh, I should have been an artist, man. How was I not writing songs there? Yeah, no, I used to have a spot.
Fam, nah, man. It's hell when you get caught for something.
Yeah.
Like, and you know the worst part is, when you get caught for something that you thought you've already gotten away with.
Oh, bro.
Cook a little bit.
I remember says like I knew about this a long time ago. I just thought you'd come and talk to me about it. It's like, why would I do that, fam? Why would I talk to you about something I'll get in trouble for?
Yeah.
Nah, you know what? I don't know what it was, but for me, second primary school, third class, that was the worst. I was a tyrant that year for some reason. I don't know why. But that year I stole a Game Boy, got away with it as well. My brother was the one who snitched on me.
Oh shit.
Why did he snitch? What you do? You didn't let him play with it.
You didn't let him play with it. So this is what I mean. So
Mommy, did you let him play with it?
He's not playing for his Game Boy. Why did he get the Game Boy? He stole it from school.
I don't know why little kids go through this stage where they just snitch. That's all they know. They just want to snitch.
They just want to tell.
But so I'm in class now. I'm bored. I was like, fuck it, let me go to the toilet, innit? Like these are prefabs or whatever. So we have all of our coats and shit lined up. So I'm just out there messing around, whatever. I bump one of these jackets, something falls out. I look at it, it's a Game Boy. I was like, I ain't got one of those. Grab it, went to the bathroom, played Pokemon for a bit. Went back into class, put it in my pocket, went back to class, got away with it. Like 3-4 days later, every night. Why as kids do we always think under our pillow is the best place to put something?
Because you know what it is? Because when you're watching shows as well, when you're a kid, they always hide things under the pillow. The moment we come, just put something under the pillow. It's to hide. So you think like that's a
cartoons influence us so much.
It is the worst place to put things.
So bad.
Anyways, so I had it under there for a couple of days. At middle of the night, played the thing, put it back, go to school, come back. One day my mom calls me, DG. Bro, there's a certain frequency.
You know that tone.
Shit. I'm in trouble.
You start doing the maths. What could it be for?
Yeah.
What did I come home late?
Get that though. Someone Henry. I'm like, could you actually go to the shop for me?
Like, yes. I'll go to the shop now.
Like, bro, don't be calling me like that. Like, you calling me like you want to beef me or something. But anyways, so now I come to the room. She's laying down. My little brother's there like this.
Oh, shit.
And she's like, what's this? I was like, it's a Game Boy. She's like, where'd you get it from? I was like, it's my friend's, innit? She's like, all right, cool, we'll see. I don't know why that time I didn't get beaten. I got away with it somehow. But the worst part about it is, the girl whose Game Boy it was, she just thought she lost it. So I was in the clear. I was good. My little brother.
Helping her look for it, like,
You know it was easy, no one liked her in class. So it was easy.
Oh, yeah. Stealing stuff in school is a different level of menacing. It's so funny. I remember match attacks were hot, man, back in the day. Steven Gerrard, man of the match. Steven Gerrard, man of the match. 100 defense, 100 attack. Oh my gosh! I remember I had it. It was like, bro, it was like in a movie or something. I remember it just. There was a line of bags. Remember you had to line all the bags outside of the class. I just see Steven Gerrard sticking out of a bag, man of the match.
Cop that shit.
Like gold is coming ascending down onto the Steven Gerrard, man of the match. And
like the sunshine just hitting at the perfect angle. The 100,
This is mine right here. So I just took I I just look at it like, oh, where's my Stephen Gerrard? Remember, you had to have like the
book?
you had to not even, this is old school. You had the resistant band around the big stack of match attacks. They're checking their stack. They're like, where's my Stephen Gerrard, man? I'm like, shit, man, I don't know. I think it might, bro.
So have you checked your bag?
Yeah,
bro. I'll check the corner over there for you. And you go stand there and you're like, hey, it's not there, bro. It's not there.
I remember also had like a big book of match attacks, like all in their pockets and shit, like Polly pockets and shit, bro. That's Stephen Gerrard. He had like 2 of them. So
you had so much leverage with the Stephen Gerrard. You could actually grab like 15 man of the matches just for one Stephen Gerrard.
He was that nigga in school,
bro. I remember the match attack marketplace, bro, used to be crazy. Like you got Anelka, you got the Stephen Gerrard man of the match, Cristiano Ronaldo.
Oh shit.
What was it? Player of the month or something? Oh, bro, it was stupid. Remember marbles?
Bro.
I remember we used to have the thing with the nuts. What was it called?
Conkers?
That thing. Whatever that thing was, Conkers.
In my school, all boys school, obviously, yeah.
All boys school,
bro. All boys secondary school, yeah. It's ruthless. Like, it's just
oh my god,
stupid shit happens.
Oh my god.
You know, bro. The banter is different. Like, it's just stupid shit happens.
I always say that's why I'm glad I went to a mix, because you'll give girls the ick doing some of the stupid shit. And you're so young then, you don't want to disappoint the girls. You just do something. You'll go play PE. And you'll come back after PE, they'll be like, ew.
Yeah. I went to an all boys school.
Niggas were mooning in class, bro.
No, they make all the weird noises in class, man.
We were so immature. Especially always, teacher be reading. Bro,
what's called the penis game? Penis.
Penis game, bro. That's what I realized. I was like, man, I was a child. I was a child, but nah. Secondary school is the best bit of laughter I've ever got in my life.
I don't think
I've never been as happy.
I 100%. Secondary school was so fun.
What's going final year secondary school last day, right? There was a tradition in our school that if you're a senior, you're not leaving school with your uniform intact. Like,
oh no,
everybody will jump on you. They'll rip everything. Like, bro,
I sign it.
The last week we started ripping pockets. Because it's like May, it's a bit warmer, so you don't wear the jumper, you don't wear the jacket, you just wear the shirt. Someone's wearing the shirt with their pocket, someone just goes rips it off.
Nah, we did that shit. No, we did that shit.
We did that shit year round.
Yeah, you know.
People started getting suspended because of that.
Yeah. Oh, bro, it was deep. Some guy got like a 2-day suspension. I had to buy him a new shirt and write an apology letter, to his parents.
It was bad. Like, it was really bad. Like, school
some guy
was
had a collection in our school.
What's called?
Yeah, he had a collection of the pockets.
I had my pockets for time.
Do you guys have like, you know, in your school, just legendary stories that have just gone down through the years.
And then over the years, and then you don't even know if they're true or not.
One of them was one of the guys beat one of the teachers at like grad night. We have what's called. We have like at the end of the year on sports day. The 6 years always play the teachers, play against the teachers or whatever. Yeah. So apparently one guy got a bunch of pockets, stitched them together, and he went naked. Like, he just put it on and he ran naked through the thing. He got hit with the ball, thing fell, they suspended him.
We had teachers. We had a teacher that was smashing students. Yeah.
While you were in school?
Yeah. She was in sixth. Not that it's mixed.
You tried to hit it.
No, she was in like 6th year, and like she was 18, I guess. But he was our teacher, like, so they would be in the class and everybody knew. It was really weird because it was like, you know, them.
So
extra English classes. No, the girl in class was 18. The student was 18, and Duff Man is what we called him. You know that Duff Man. He was built like, you know, Duff Man from The Simpsons. Yeah. He was built like that, and man was, and it came out, and it was known, and he was suspended then for like a couple of months, but
and he came back.
Yeah, he came back. Yeah, because it wasn't like on an illegal thing, do you know, that kind of way? She was 18, she was like an Eastern European girl that came here later, so she was a bit held back. So she was of age or whatever. It was just weird dynamic.
I just feel like power dynamic, man. You see them every day in fucking uniforms.
We had a student teacher. And then we went on a night, because you know when you're young, you're like 16, 17, and you can get into clubs with like fake ID. We had a student teacher, and then we saw him at a club in Balbriggan, and he was trying to hit on one of the girls he teaches. Like, we were all in his class, and this is a student teacher. He was just actively trying to move to the girl.
Imagine getting pointed by the girl. Imagine getting pointed by the girl you teach. Now you have to go back in and teach the Pythagoras theorem.
It's always
teaching it all wrong to her.
There was a guy who went on a work night out, and he hit on like all the girls on our team. And I was like, bro, you know you have to come back on Monday and see all that.
That's what I was thinking. I was like,
You're not leaving.
you're coming back. You're gonna. It's not like you're not gonna see them again.
Yeah.
Monday, 9 a.m. You're going to see these.
No,
kids.
but you know, work is crazy like that though. Like,
And he went on about it as if nothing happened. I actually, after that, I was like, I respect that, you know. Look, how did you hit on every girl on the team, come to work, and just go on as if nothing really happened?
but we're talking about we're talking as if people aren't cheating at Christmas parties. Like, it happens.
Yeah, I suppose that's true too. Because I was watching it, obviously, I was like, I would have mad shame to return to this place and just see all these people.
I told you, shame gets you nowhere.
Nah, yeah, shame those whole people. I wanted to ask you guys this because I was watching the show, obviously. Do you guys think Love is Blind? Can you just fall in love with someone's personality?
No, my love, bro.
Yeah.
Love is Blind is basically people that have tried to find love in different ways.
People propose.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's what I'm watching.
What episode are you on?
Because it was kind of more like background.
Oh, yeah.
I've gotten past everybody's revealed each other and people. I'm at the episode where everybody's met up and so what's it? What you know the black couple?
Yeah.
And you know the guy is talking to the one that denied him.
Yeah.
And when he's like,
they're at the beach.
At the beach. That's where I'm at. You guys know,
The concept is essentially you go to live in two different houses. Group of girl, group of women, and every other day you meet up in a pod where you can't see each other. And you just build a rapport based on conversation, and then you have to propose, and 4 weeks later you will marry this person that you've been talking to for essentially 2 week talking stage. That's why they'll tell you on the Twitter, like, if them two can do 2 weeks talking stage, why are we doing 6 months? So 2 weeks talking stage, and then you propose, and then you have to get married. So then I was thinking, I was like, is that even, obviously 2 weeks is maybe it's a short time. Can you talk to someone long enough, never having to see them, and then get to a stage where you want to spend the rest of your life with them?
Nope.
Is love...
That is bottom tier.
Realistically, what's the success rate?
Out of those 6 couples, you're not at the end, Well, like there's 6 couples.
Yeah.
And let's just say nearly half get married. Close to half.
But how long does that marriage last, bro?
There's a couple from like last season that are still together.
Yeah, that's like it's the same thing as arranged marriages. Like, every once in a while it will work, but bro, like, I'm too shallow for that, bro.
I'm the same.
I have shame. Like, to purposely go on a show, like, I can't explain it. I think it's the most bummiest and bottom tier shit you can do.
Damn.
Yeah.
No, but it's hard for some people to find love.
And a lot of people, like you're saying, it's the thing about I stopped liking Love Island 4. It became more of a clout thing.
Yeah, they go on to it.
Like,
some people still are in relationships and still going for clout.
Exactly. They don't go to build up their followings. Like, we're talking about Central C, and you're saying, like, you have to build up your brand. And there's a lot of equity in that. So shows like Love Island, even if you're in a relationship or... Like, it's like in your perspective, it's a bummy thing to do, but you build up a brand, you get sponsorship, and you have a livelihood because of it. But I did find on Love is Blind how it was interesting that, like, the Mexican somehow ended with the Mexican, the black guy ended with the black. I was like, so maybe there is a thing that when our parents tell us, stick to your own or whatever. So it's like, I guess if you're put in a situation where you don't know how people look, familiarity is what you tend to go for, because of the black guy proposed to the Mexican and the Mexican said no. When the Mexican proposed to the Mexican, said yes. After the Mexican said, do you know who the black guy went back to?
I didn't even need that.
The black girl. So I was watching, I was like, but it is a mad concept that you will just talk to someone for 2 weeks and be saying,
and then be like,
let's get married for the rest of our life.
The stuff they were saying to each other, like, you'd be like, yo, bro, you're like the love of my life. I love you, shorty.
Bro, you haven't lived much life. That's how quick the love of your life is.
I was like, if that's the love of your life, I was like, that's what I was like, you have not lived shit.
But like you said, it used to happen. People would literally, I know I've heard on a podcast, they said his parents met on the day to get married. Like, say you went to one wedding.
I think that's so different from like generation wise. I think love was blind.
Okay.
I say, like, our parents' generation. That's when leaving how my mom and dad met. They met in college. My dad said he saw her. He was like, I wanted to marry her straight away. Yeah, like, that made sense. Because obviously they didn't have social media. They didn't have standards that unrealistic.
They didn't see the bad bitches.
They had no way of seeing other bad bitches. That's what I'm saying. Like, they didn't have social media that like distorted their view of women and stuff like that. But like, that's nowadays.
Do you think we've added too much complexities to it? Like
100%,
this thing is literally people cold back in the day get married.
Our boy will say you can't follow you if you're not pretty.
Why?
I'm joking.
Why am I following you if you're not attractive? Like, it doesn't make sense. This is the thing.
Facets to them, Deji.
This is the thing. Yeah, like if I really fuck with you as a person, and I love you as a person, but I don't think you're lame. You're a great friend, but you'll never be my girl. Like, bro, look, I have a thing for pretty women. Yeah, do you know what I'm saying?
You've said.
I love pretty women.
I'm only busting your balls.
I can't wake up.
I knew he was gonna say this. I knew he was gonna
Imagine this shit. Imagine this shit. You wake up and you look at your wife and it's like,
But that was actually one of the complaints in the show. Like, you were saying they connected on an emotional and a spiritual level. It was the two, even the Indians ended up together. The Mexican, black and black.
That guy was too horny.
On the first day, he was asking him like, "How?
Oh my God,
could I lift you if we're at a festival?"
No,
Was this the white guy and the white girl?
No, it was the Indian guy.
I feel like there's an
question
episode
he was asking. He goes, so if you go to a festival, can I
put you on my shoulders? What dress size are you?
Just say, are you fat?
Back to that, what you're saying is like there was that connection. It was like you said, because she was also Indian, so there's a bit of familiarity and connection. Like, oh yeah, we relate on this level.
Deep tea?
Deep tea. But he just says physically, I'm not there and I can't do it. And that's why, like, we, as much as we love what's on the inside, the physical aspect has to be there as well.
The way he said it though was really peak, because he already, when they first revealed each other, he was like, wow. And I remember he was like, that booty. He grabbed me and he was like, that booty. And then later in it, he was like, I'm not physically. I was like, I don't think he was. No, I think he was physically attracted to her, but maybe the nigga just had some weird stuff that he liked that she didn't like or something.
And sometimes the excitement of seeing someone. Sometimes you might see sometimes the familiarity of seeing someone, you get desensitized to them. Like there was a girl that when I was in secondary school, she popped in, everybody was like gassing her. She's lang this and that. A week later, I was like, it's just because she was new. It's not that she wasn't lang. It's just because the hype was like, okay, she's lang, but she's not that lang. It's like she's just the familiarity. Like maybe initially when he saw her, he's like, oh, you're great. But spending every day with her is like, it's kind of
like 2 days with her.
Yeah, bro. But I think it's crazy because like I know there's uncles that I know that they met a woman 3 weeks later they were married.
Bro, like you were saying, my dad saw my mom walking and he was like, went to talk to her and he went to my mom's house without knowing. He's like, I want to marry you. I was like, that could never happen today.
Can't happen today. No.
That could never happen. I'll have to say, what's your Insta? But then you'll have to see all of that stuff.
Let me give it another 3 months before we even. Never mind, wife them before we even get with them. Like
you talk to them for 3 months before. But they do say the older you get, the more they expedite these things. Because I know also like at work. Obviously, I knew a guy, 33, met a girl 2 weeks later as his girlfriend. They moved in like a month later. Now they're buying a house a year later.
Let me guess. Wait, hold on. Is he white
now? Like,
So you don't think?
Wait, what do you say?
Easy whites.
No, I'm not gonna lie to you. White people, they'll meet 2 weeks later. They'll be living together. Everything is calm.
When you know,
bro. You know what was the thing? What people can love, man. They can love. I'll be.
He's only half.
From the half of you. No, but I'm telling you, like as you said, niggas were meet each other 2 weeks. They're in different countries and shit, traveling already, showing each other, blah, 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 buying each other gifts.
Going to zoos, looking at animals.
That's the way to do it, you know.
Someone said Ted Bundy would put up numbers in this generation.
Bro, 100%.
Oh, I saw that. I was laughing. I was like, damn, that's so mean to say.
With Tinder?
With Tinder swindler.
Bro.
Just show them a lifestyle,
He's actually Twitter swindler, the guy that was like lying about, he's saying he's a music producer. He wrote songs for Drake, Bryson Tiller, and all this stuff.
Niggas sound just like me.
They met up there. They're like, the girl met him, and they're like, oh yeah, we have common interests and stuff like that. So we kind of kept it going. So he fobbed her off the first time. He said, oh, my cousin just died, so I can't link up with you and all this stuff. So she's like, oh yeah, fair enough. And then he says, and then the second time she's like, okay, can we link up now? Weeks have passed, I really want to see you. And he's like, yeah, I just have this court payment to settle though. And she's like, oh yeah, say nothing, we'll do it again another time. Yeah. And then and then the third time he pretends someone else is typing from his phone. His name is Juice. This guy's name is Juice. So it's like, oh yeah, just want to let you know that unfortunately Juice is taking a diabetic attack, so he won't be able to link up with you. And it's like they took a selfie and he made it real convincing. He took a selfie from the hospital bed and all. He had the thing in the background.
It's never that deep.
And then And then the thing is, that dumb guy, he did a live picture. So the live picture,
so when you hold
you see the live picture, you see the picture again taken, and you see him come back in, like you can see it's his hand reaching out. So that's how she found out. So he's even like, he's trying to double down on it. So she's airing him out on Twitter. He's like, he's a fraud, he's this or that. He's like, I just want to say, like, my cousin did die. Here's a picture of him. Someone said, that's just some random guy from Google. This guy's just like a pathological liar. Like, so I'm literally just like, it's gas, like the element of like social media, falling in love too fast. You don't even know somebody. You don't know somebody social media.
Like, bro, but I don't know. First of all, I actually don't understand how people like. What is it? What's gonna possess you to pretend to be someone else? Like what? Like what's the point?
A lot of
I don't know where that stems from. Like,
but it's clout it's like it's a weird currency. People love, they will pretend to be someone else for the notoriety, the clout, the attention, and people like we're saying, people will definitely go. It's not pretending to be someone else. Like that girl that went on Love Island, being in a relationship, just pretending to live a life that she's not living, just to get the clout and the currency.
It's like faking it till you make it, but in a weird way.
Yes,
like
social media just created that concept. You remember you actually sent something earlier. What would you guys do if your girl was attempting to cheat on you? What would you do if your girl?
No, give him context. Sorry, so we have this TikTok, right? We saw this TikTok like shortly before the podcast. So this guy is like, damn man, my girl cheated on me, like, and he's going through her phone. Bro, all you see in Tinder is her initiating the text. This girl went 0 for 50 trying to like cheat on him. So our question was, so he's just here sending gifts. She's getting aired. I'm like, first thing I'm thinking is, well, what does this girl look like? She must be dead. No game. Like, so I'm thinking like, so that presented the question. So we're literally just like, okay, so what if, all right, cheating is a horrible thing, you know what I mean? It's betrayal, you know what I mean? But if you can look beyond that as a man, are you not embarrassed that
nobody trying to cheat? That nobody wants to fuck your girl. Like, your girl is saying, come get me. And everybody's saying, nah, man. And you know what that's annoying? Out of 50 men, not one said.
That's crazy.
You know what's so funny? Like, bro, my girl just cheated on me and shit. Like, I saw texting guys. What if someone goes, did any of them reply?
You said no.
That's a question no one ever asked.
No one ever asked.
Goes to Donny called Cheese that didn't even get back to her. So I'm literally like, this girl has no game where Donny called Cheese doesn't get back. Like, it literally, like, imagine you're just like, because we were saying like Deji's convinced that it's easy to find love, it's easy to get.
For him, you know, he has game.
Deji's convinced that what?
That's easy for you to find love. Yeah. It's not that hard. Remember we were talking about.
The thing is, there is one person for somebody. If you can't find one, bro.
So if you want to cheat, it's like it's easy to cheat. So imagine like you can look beyond the fact that your girl is attempting to cheat. What's the fact?
Bro, it's like nobody like
she's attempting to cheat.
Like I don't know how you.
How are you failing at cheating?
He's lost for words.
Failing at cheating.
Yeah. We're not speaking of this.
For guys, I understand failing at cheating because you have to go out there and shoot. Yeah, but there wasn't even one guy that was so horny that said, you know what, let me hit it.
Yeah,
no one. Nah, bro, nah.
But that's because men will be respectful of relationships. We won't have.
Your relationship is not my problem. I will reiterate. Your relationship is not my problem.
What do you do? If you saw 50 messages of a girl trying to cheat and nobody's on it?
Because technically she hasn't cheated.
Yeah, that's what I mean. She hasn't. Unless you classify text and others as cheating.
Oh no, it's over. Either way, it's over.
She hasn't physically cheated.
Yeah,
she's definitely mentally cheated.
Oh no, I'm not in a breakup. I'm like, and you didn't even get me.
It wasn't even worth it.
Nah, you threw it all away and didn't get it anyway.
I think I just have like just a roast session.
Yeah.
Because I think at first you'll be, but I don't know. I think. Even putting myself in that situation now, I think I'll go through too many emotions. You'll be like, she tried to do that to me? Oh, she didn't get her, but nobody replied to her. Then you'll be like, wait, nobody replied to her. And you'll be like,
you don't know, it's my girl only.
What if Cheese replied back
Cheese
to her?
replied.
She's jumping on Cheese, man. Like, exactly. Like what? Now I'm getting cheated with a guy called Cheese.
Then that'll be even annoying because you're like, man, this guy isn't even, this the
like, what do these guys look like that she's texting?
Yeah.
Maybe you're, there has to be, out of 50, there has to be one.
That would piss me off if a guy that is somebody I don't rate is airing her out. What?
All right, what? I need to beat that nigga's ass now.
As like one guy was saying, it's like he was dating his girl, and then he found out that in her past she like been with a guy that he doesn't rate, and that for him now he was just looking at her like him. It's like him.
Yeah, but it's true. It's like
Him.
But girls do the same thing. Like girls do the same thing. Like her. Like that 30 bitch. No, not a chance. But yeah. Anything else?
No.
I think that's
What's called? What was I gonna say? I was gonna say something.
Oh yeah.
Yo, you man want to start doing that lemons and shit. Send shit in, serious, not serious, all that. Yeah. Get some really bad advice from me. Jordan will probably give you some good advice.
Did you play Devil's Advocate?
Apart from that, what's called songs of the week? What have you guys been listening to this week?
My own shit.
Come on, plug yourself.
He stole my
We'll
one.
go with that one. If you tell them where to find you and what song would you recommend if people wanted to get onto your music? What song would you say? Listen to this song.
Man doesn't even know his own catalog.
Music.
I was like,
He said
shit.
too many hits.
I got too many hits.
Listen to all of them.
He's like, let me get
Yeah,
the
just
best one.
listen to everything.
All right. Well, what Instagram? Spotify. What's Femi?
Yeah, Femi.
With a 3.
With a 3.
Yeah.
F3 and 3 eyes.
Yeah. All right, what's called? You guys got music?
Yeah, I didn't know. Well, this is a bit old. I didn't know 21 and Travis like dropped like a collab tape, or kind of like they dropped a few collab songs. So I was listening one
I
day.
feel like
I was
I'm not
like,
being alerted about music as much as before.
yeah, no, but I think they did it ages ago, like last year or something. But I've been listening to Niagara Falls, like, because I heard that again a TikTok or Instagram reel or something. Like, oh, this is hard. So I went to it and just been listening to that all week. So
I'm gonna say "Through the Wire" by Kanye West because I've been watching the making of that on Genius. Genius. So and I really enjoyed that. So "Through the Wire," Kanye West.
D-Block Euro, Crypto and Crime. Banger.
I cannot listen to Deep. I'm so sorry.
D-Block are cold.
Bro,
What?
I'm so sorry. I could see why people like them.
But it's not for you.
What kind of music do you listen to then?
I that assist everything.
yeah,
I could go from what? From Frank Ocean to M Huncho.
Yeah.
What's your guys' guilty pleasure? Like that song that you shouldn't like.
Oh, the song I have loads of those songs. Faster the People.
All the indie songs. Let's face it.
Imagine Dragons.
All the indie songs.
And what's it called?
Oh,
When
my
the
God.
days are. I can't remember what it's called. So those are like definitely my guilty pleasures.
Yeah.
What was yours?
Paramore, Misery Business. Banger.
Mine was this one, Notions. Let me run it up. This is
Fam, you know them white people bangers, like those ones that just slap anyway.
where is the Notions?
Did you guys have a what's called in your school? In primary school, did you guys have to like sing and shit like a choir?
Yeah.
I did, yeah. We sang Take That, Never Forget Where You're Coming From. Banger.
Oh,
Yeah.
we had to. Oh, you know what's a banger? Mamma Mia, Mamma Mia. Banger. Nah, and all those what's called. We all live in a yellow submarine.
Some of my live charts.
man. Nah.
And I connected.
But this is my guilty pleasure.
Is that them Italian niggas?
No,
Bro, why does it
El
sound like?
Tifo or something they're called.
Is it?
Bro, this sounds like some fairy tale music.
Perpetua.
Nah,
What's it called?
That's hard. Notions, Rare Occasions.
Okay. Those are guilty pleasures and songs of the week.
Yeah.
And anyways, if you've made it to the end of the wait, we change. Oh yeah.
we
if you didn't like anything we said on this pod, well,
Charge it to the
charge
game.
it to the game.
Yeah, man.
We're done. Thanks for coming, bro.